Yep, we're live. So we're here. Adjust your mic just a little bit. I can hear your breath.
Oh.
Alright, it's all good. Yeah.
Somebody's already here.
Awesome. Thank you. I appreciate that. How long have you been listening, or what are some of your favorite songs? And we're gonna get started very soon, guys. I'm just letting people pile up in here. If you were in my last live, hey Dominique, how you doing? So, I'm live streaming with my best friend Tiana. From the last stream, if you weren't in the last stream, that's perfectly fine. We were playing this game. We progressed just a little bit in it, so just trying to make sure everything is cool and we get enough people here before we start. If you guys have any questions, ask away. If you don't know who Tiana is usually the artwork that I'm posting. She does a lot of the art. She did the album cover for the Mental Interlude, and we're also creating a book together. So, there you go, Tiana, you have the floor.
Hi. Hopefully, you guys can hear me this time. Apparently last time I was muffled, so I'll try to speak louder. Hi, I'm the artist that do the artwork. Like Robin already said. And that's all I have to say. I don't have anything else.
Well, gonna let some more people get up in here if we can before we boot into a level.
I think I'll upload my save real quick.
Okay.
I thought I did it already, but apparently I didn't.
Okay. My favorite is Heartless. It's one of my favorites too. I mean, it's one of those oldies. One of the songs I created in my heyday, I guess, in my youth. Everyone's at home during the quarantine, so if you hear, I guess, kids or pets, because I have a dog as well, and so does she. So if you guys hear stuff, just we're all at the crib, man. Everybody's at home. I'm just happy everyone's here. I'm happy you guys joined. I really appreciate you guys for being here, because you definitely don't have to be. So it definitely means a lot to me that you are here. Okay.
Zach has a life.
I see him down there. Hello, Zach. Alright. Wait a minute. I think I'm missing one of my weapons. I am.
I'm here.
Tiana is here. Tiana is with me. Yes. Oh man, one of my guns is gone. That's messed up.
Which one?
The new one that I got. But it's all good. Let's see. Where were we last time? Let's go there. How's everyone doing today? How is everyone? Is everyone having a good day?
Yeah, let's just click again. What was our objective?
Seek the Undying King. What did Zach say? I can't.
He said back main and then backing it.
That's hilarious.
Yeah, that's why I laughed. Of course they do.
I'm good. I'm glad you're having a good day, man. Or person. I don't want to, you know, assume.
Yeah.
Dude, you totally rock. I appreciate that. Thank you, Edward. Whew.
Where's that skull at?
Did you find him?
I got it, yeah.
Okay.
You know, out of all the environments we've been to so far, I prefer the other music that they had.
Yeah. I can see that. The desert doesn't really have anything musical going on to me either, so I get it.
Yeah, like the music they play in battle situations, I feel like can be a lot better. Or like, I I don't know. It's a bit late.
How long are we staying on? Probably about an hour. It just depends. If we get like stuck on a boss or something. Oof, I'm probably about to go down.
I didn't even know how you had moved.
Oof, I'm gone. I'm down. Uh-oh. Thank you for the revive. But yeah, it just depends, really. If we get stuck on like a boss or something, then we'll keep going. But normally about an hour so far is like the standard. I don't want to stream for like too long. I know people have things that they're trying to do, and if they're just taking just a little bit of time to come and watch the stream, I appreciate that. I actually think I know where the gun is. I have to probably go buy it and upgrade it here. So the next crystal we make it to, I want to go back to the hub and upgrade.
So we can do that.
What's the name of this game? The game is called Remnant of the Ashes.
Wait, is this gonna be like that cursed dungeon?
I don't know. I have no clue. Also, can you guys hear Tiana fine? Just making sure.
I mean, I'm speaking as loud as I can without, like, literally screaming into the mic.
Yay, some more people joined. Well, just to make some, sorta. Okay. CF. No, I keep accidentally doing that. She sounds far away. Someone said yet if they can. So I guess bring the mic a little closer. How am I doing? I'm doing fine. I'm great actually. Now that we have the stream going. I just want to make some conversation. So Tiana, how did you get into art? How did that happen?
Well, I mean, I've drawn stuff ever since I was younger. It's not like something that just coincidentally happened. I mean, it's just always been something I've liked to do.
Mm-hmm.
Most of the time in class, I'd be drawing all over my like homework or like my notes or the assignment, more so than paying attention. It's always been like just my favorite thing, so I preferred like more elective classes and actual class time. Which I mean, like, I feel like everybody's like that, but yeah, the more I was exposed to like different stuff, different forms of media, the more I just kind of like, it just clicked with me.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Well, what influenced your art style? It's very anime-esque. So, what influenced that?
A bunch of different stuff. When I was younger, I was clearly influenced by anime. You could tell because I try to copy a lot of like what I saw.
Mm-hmm.
Whether it's like manga that I've read or like shows like Naruto or Inuyasha, Sailor Moon, those kinds. Um, I didn't really get into like stylization until like high school. So that's when I started individualizing my art and making it look like how I wanted it to, instead of like copying the way that my influences looked. If that makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then high school was also when I got into like more digital art, and so other artists that I've seen also influenced my art instead of like shows and like books and TV and stuff. So yeah, just a bunch of different stuff. Just like the aesthetics that I like and just the feel, the way I want it to look, basically.
Yeah.
I mean, definitely Avatar: The Last Airbender and Boondocks influenced my artistic prowess. I won't lie. There's some of what encouraged me to start like world building and stuff and character stylization. I don't know where I'm going right now.
Alright, I got the weapon. Again, I have to buy it here.
Okay. I hope I sound better. I've adjusted this thing so much.
What was your first gaming system and what was your favorite game? Tiana, I'll let you go first and I'll answer after.
My first gaming system was the NES, the original Nintendo. My favorite game has to be the Zelda series, just because it impacted so much of my childhood.
Yeah.
And the games that I like. I noticed that I gravitate toward RPGs and storytelling games more than like a game like Mortal Kombat or like Street Fighter.
Mm-hmm. But that kind of makes sense, though. I think I think I can get behind that. PlayStation 1, easy. I've been playing video games. I actually answered this question last stream. I've been playing PlayStation since I was like 2-3 years old. So, and we're talking Final Fantasy VII, Spyro. I actually didn't get a hold to Crash Bandicoot until like the remasters, but that was a big part of my childhood. PlayStation is everywhere. As far as TV shows, Avatar: The Last Airbender is just everything. I don't even think I need to say anything about that. It's Avatar: The Last Airbender, one of the greatest animated series of all time. And to think that it was made for like 10 and 11-year-olds, but the complexity and depth in it is just phenomenal. Boondocks especially. Boondocks is like a wine. It gets better as it ages, and it feels like it's somehow still with the times. With everything going on right now, it still feels as relevant as it's ever been currently. Not really. I'm not really excited for the live action of Avatar for a lot of reasons. Netflix hasn't built up the trust in me as far as like did you see what they did to Death Note? I think I should just say that. Like,
everything after episode 25 isn't even relevant. Let's not talk about it.
like, oof. What they did to Death Note, the live action series, was disgusting. And so I have a hard time believing that they will have the same... that they will have any form of appreciation for the source material, including the graphic novels that were also released around the same time. It's just I just don't, they have to earn my trust, and I'm not sure, but I also think that they got canceled. So
Hold on.
gotcha. They're bringing back the original writers, are they? Well, then that makes me feel better. Because the original writers for Avatar, they're geniuses. I can't even say anything more than that. They are brilliant. They are innovative. And the thing about Legend of Korra is that it was missing one of the lead writers from the original series. So when people feel like there was a drop off during the Legend of Korra, there was a decline. That's one of the reasons. They lost the heart of the creative team, the writer. But in short form, yeah. Hello. Glad you made it. Welcome back. I was scared at first too, until I found out that they are bringing them back along with the original soundtrack artist. The original soundtrack is phenomenal in its own right. I think it inspired a lot of shows to do something very different with their soundtrack. So if they're bringing that level of care, if they are, I am excited. But until then, until I have the confirmation that I need, I'm skeptical, dude. I can't help myself. I'm skeptical.
I thought they actually broke the deal with Netflix on the live action. They said they weren't following the source material.
See, that scares me, dude. That scares me. Avatar is a phenomenal series, and if it doesn't have the same level of care that the OG series had, it'll end up being misrepresented and underappreciated by the Legend of Korra. Like the Legend of Korra, I mean. Even though the Legend of Korra tried interesting and new things, it lacked the heart. It lacked all the foundation that the original series had. You serious? Did they now? Did they? Tiana did?
Yeah. I found out from an article that they said they weren't gonna work with Netflix because they weren't following the source material and it wasn't gonna be the best that it could be. So they decided to just drop the whole thing together.
Feels bad, man.
Yeah, everybody was talking about it. So I figured that,
Definitely don't need another Ong, if you know what I mean. Don't need another Ong. Don't need another Suka. This map is low-key confusing, and it doesn't have a lot of enemies. It just had a lot of enemies at the start.
Yeah, I mean, like, this level design, at least at this particular part of the game, isn't the best. It's like a labyrinth, and you know how much I loathe mazes. I don't like mazes.
Big words here. Loathe. Look that one up, guys. I'm just joking. No, they did whitewash everyone, and that was excruciating. I don't understand why they did that. I don't get it. I mean, I don't know anything about M. Night Shyamalan too much, but he just, Jesus, how do you do that bad? It wasn't like it was an IP that had never been adapted. It had a whole TV show around it. Like, I'm not going to talk about that too much because I plan on being in the film industry and I just don't want to get like blackballed or anything. But man, some decisions. That's all I can say. It's just some decisions, man. I'm down again. I keep getting washed.
I was cornered.
Yeah, I had absolutely no heals.
Not to mention all of the bending, if you could even call it that, was badly choreographed.
Ooh. Ah, man.
You did all of that for what? Just to move a single rock.
The pebble. Moving the pebble.
And when you think about it, like, the core bending and all of that, which I won't get into, but, firebenders, they bend from their core, their center. That's why they can manifest fire out of nowhere. However, in the film, they had to use
a source. Yeah, like a source of fire. And
yeah.
The reason that M. Night did that, he said, was to level the playing field. But the whole point of the Fire Nation was that it was unfair that they could bend fire out of nowhere while everyone else had to rely on what was around them. It made them a force to be reckoned with, opposed to like an earthbender or a waterbender. That's the reason. You take away the forcefulness of them if you level the playing field. Villains have to be somewhat above the heroes in some kind of way. If you look at somebody like the Joker, his ruthlessness and his sense of being, the sense of discare that comes with his character makes him a problem for Batman because he's random. You don't know what he's thinking. You don't know how he's thinking. You don't know when, what, and how he's going to execute his ideas, and he doesn't care if he has to put his own people in harm's way to do it. That unpredictability is something that makes him terrifying. So what made the Fire Nation terrifying was that they can manifest fire in all these different ways, and that they were helped out by Sozin's Comet. It made them a force to be reckoned with. Like, yeah, the waterbenders had the moon and they had to wait for a full moon to get that power, but Sozin's Comet, dude. And having the ability to bend out of thin air, of course you're outmatched. It makes sense. This guy's like smacking me around. I'm not gonna lie. I'm getting beaten into a pulp, really.
Ooh, my aim is off today.
What? Alright, I rolled off. Ooh.
Oh.
Having a bad day. When you had a bad day.
So, should I go back to where we were?
No. See if you can, like, continue and make it through. If not...
See, I'm confused because this whole,
Check your map.
I'm looking at the map. It's, you know it's hard to read when you're, like, in a maze. Did they remove stuff? Did you come this way? I mean, I'm checking the map. I don't... Everybody's watching me now. Alright.
Well, you're going towards enemies, so there you go.
Okay.
What are your favorite shows and why? Like, I know you're into, like, Naruto, but why Naruto? And what are some other favorite shows? T.
Huh? Oh, you're talking to me. So
Yeah. So, what are some of your favorite shows and why?
I like, unlike you, I can't multitask completely. I should just die.
No.
Favorite shows. Recently, I've been into the Umbrella Academy. So like, shows that they don't necessarily have to have romance, because I don't think that everything needs romance. But I love mystery, thrillers, stuff like that. I love horror. So, I'm not like, I'm going on all kinds of tangents. Let's see, I'm just gonna list some stuff.
Like, for example, like, you like Naruto. Why Naruto? What made you pick that show? How did it resonate with you?
I like Naruto, and this is cheesy. I like Naruto because I wasn't a kid that had a lot of friends. I grew up in a very strict household, and so Naruto taught me lessons that friendship and platonic love was just as important as like familial. Like, I don't have to have blood ties to you for you to be a part of my family, or lessons like never give up.
Pop a hill if you can.
Trying your hardest. Heal?
Yep.
Alright. But yeah, to never give up and always try your best. Oh, I am out of ammo. Alright.
They said, how do I feel about the Boondocks remake? I'm worried. I'm worried about it. No John Witherspoon. There's controversy with JD, his son, reprising his role, which is just affecting the believability of it all. I wonder who they got to replace John Witherspoon and if he can bring the same level of energy and complexity to that character as John Witherspoon did. Which is why it would have been great to have his son JD, who sounds exactly like him, be a part of that. So I'm worried. Marvel or DC? Marvel, all the way. I could go on a tangent, but I'll wait. But there's Spider-Man and Guardians. Well, yeah. Oh boy, you guys are coming fast now. Okay, let's just put it like this. I say DC has one of the better villains, but Marvel got great heroes. I can agree with that sentiment. At the same time, at the same time, the one reason I feel like Marvel's villains can be better is because of the believability of those villains. Norman Osborn, Dr. Octavius, these villains, Red Skull, right? Thanos. There's some type of believability to those characters that make them also complex. Like, DC's best villains are like Darkseid, Joker, Deathstroke, and you can see right now I'm already naming too many Batman villains, and that's the problem. Batman has the best rogues gallery in all of DC, so everyone else's villains kind of fell in comparison. The only person that comes next in line is Superman, because he has Lex Luthor and Darkseid, as I mentioned before, and General Zod, and sometimes he takes Captain Marvel's villain, who is Black Adam. So I can't really agree with that sentiment. I just can't. I think overall Marvel has a better heroes gallery and rogues gallery, and there's some truth and some realism to Marvel's cast of characters, which is why they're leveled in that playing field, why we relate to them the way that we do, and they are somewhere, they're so close to real life, it's almost like you can touch them. This brings me back from the video of you and Zach did about Marvel versus DC. Yeah, man. As you can tell, Zachariah is a DC head, and I'm a Marvel fan for obviously two different reasons. But my reason that Marvel is better is just because of its overall enjoyability, adaptability, and it doesn't take so long to get invested into the universe. So you end up diving down this rabbit hole, and you're entangled before you realize that you're entangled. You see what I mean? Before you have a chance to realize how invested you are in Spider-Man, you're invested. You didn't need to know anything about Miles Morales. You didn't need to know anything about Miles Morales before you watched Into the Spider-Verse. They sucked you in immediately with his character, with his tone, with his villains. Everything was interconnected, and you didn't have to dive around too much. Whereas DC, it's all over the place. There's too many. There's a lot of scaling. Everyone's overpowered. How can you relate to this? I mean, Superman is a god trying to be a man. You know, I don't understand that sentiment, and they don't always utilize their characters to the best of their ability, which makes it hard to relate to them or understand their pain and frustrations.
Yeah, what you said.
But DC is more serious to me. In what regard? What do you mean? How? Do they have darker stories? Kind of, but not really though. If you think about it in the grand scheme of things, when you think about characters like the Punisher in the Marvel Universe and how serious, dark, detrimental to his survival his life is, how he's an anti-hero, or you think of people like Spawn, Ghost Rider, who else can I pull? I can just throw, heck, Spider-Man, right? I could just go back to Spider-Man a billion times and just auto-crack this whole... I'm trying not to be biased, man. I'm trying not to be biased, but I'm telling you, Marvel over DC, easy. DC makes some of their characters have unrealistic traits or powers, which makes me feel some type of way. Exactly. My sentiments exactly. It's hard to get behind them. You just don't understand them. You have, okay, for example, when I spoke about Superman and the God complex and how he's trying to be a man, then you have someone like Thor from Asgard who is brought down to human level, who is a god who is brought down to human level. He's not trying to be something, he's humbled. Because in order for him to be a good god, to be a great god, he has to understand his humanity. Boom. Crack the code. You have complex villains like Loki who are just oozing with so much character development, so much uncertainty, and so much, what's the word I'm looking for? I guess complexity. so much there, so much to dive into. It's in a sense like I can't understand how anyone can go with DC. I mean, I understand how you can go when you have characters like Batman, who his personality is just almost non-existent, not because he doesn't have one, but because he's playing two characters. Bruce Wayne is a character that he plays. The billionaire, the playboy, that's a character he plays. Batman is a character he plays. Who is Bruce Wayne? That is a complex arc. When are we going to dive into things like that? And until we do, DC will fail in my book as far as trying to connect themselves to their audiences. And this is just my opinion. If I had the ability to storyboard or write, I would love to give some insight to that.
It's the fact that they deal with simple, like, internal conflicts that can be made to be complex, and I think that's what makes people love, you know, like characters like Spider-Man and such, because at the end of the day, they're dealing with like human tripes, not like, you know, Superman, who, like you mentioned, is an alien trying to be human. You know, nobody really wants to belittle themselves. Everybody is always trying to be bigger than, you know, who they are. They don't want to be small. So, like, Spider-Man's conflict being, like, you know, he has all of these human problems, but at the same time, he's always being better. He's always being greater. Because that's just who he is. No one's like, oh, I want to be human for the sake of being human. That's just what they are, and they deal with that. And so that's why I feel like Marvel is, you know, on top. Because there's so many characters that are built around that same, you know, topic, that same interest. Okay,
yeah, there's, if you're noticing what I'm doing, I'm trying to figure out this pattern for this puzzle here. So if you step on the blocks, I figured out that, okay, you step on right, then you step on probably back, I think is what it is. So I'll try that next time. So right, back, and we'll see how that goes. Rorschach is a different breed entirely. Yeah, he's DC. Yes, he is. But see, that's what you get when you give your characters complexity. The Watchmen in its entirety is just a level of complexity that I don't think a lot of stories aren't willing to go, which is why you don't see so much of it everywhere. It has a TV show, it has a lot of things going for it, but it's underrated, dude. Do you like Call of Duty, Rainbow Six Siege, Soul Calibur, Halo? I'm not too much of a fan of, like, Halo. I played it a couple times at, like, a friend's house, but nothing too major. I'm a PlayStation dude, so I didn't get around to the hype. I didn't grow up with it like so many did. So no, but Soul Calibur, yes, I'll get it up with anybody in Soul Calibur. Even you might be better than me, but I'll try. I can't help that you're not that good at the game, man. I can't help that you're not that good at Soul Calibur. I'm trying to debate if I should come back to this or not. This puzzle seems like it's gonna take a while, and like I'm figuring it out, but I'm also not figuring it out at the same time. Hey man, get good. Get good. That's all I have to say. If you hate Siegfried, get good.
Isn't he that pirate guy?
No. Ew. Ew. No. What?
I
No.
don't really remember characters from Soul Calibur. I don't.
Oh boy, he's giving me the work and then some. I don't care for racing games. That's more of Tiana's thing. I don't like racing games.
That's my game. My kind of game. Sometimes.
Okay.
I dare anybody to take me on in Mario Kart.
Jeez, I can't figure out this puzzle. I'm really having a hard time.
Do you not remember the tiles?
Well, it doesn't quite... It's not like... Oh! Oh. So wait. This whole thing is a puzzle? All of it? Oh, dude, nah. We're definitely gonna have to come back to this, because I don't know what I'm doing. I'm like...
Well, there's a dungeon down here. So
yeah. Yeah, we'll come back to this. I'll come back to this. Let's go to the dungeon. Let's do what I'm good at. Let's fight. I love playing Soul Calibur. It's a great game. It really is. It tests your friendship though, so if you're playing against an ally, you know, you beat them too bad, they might leave on you. I'm sorry I got so deep into that like Marvel DC debate, but you guys kept asking me questions. I felt like I had to answer them because they were really good questions. I want some more questions like that, please. Sup? What's up? What's going on? Maddie? Maria? Maria? I don't want to be reading your... I hope I'm not misenunciating your name. Ah, dude, we're in another one of these. This isn't exciting.
the longer we stay in this area, the longer I'm displeased with this part of the game.
What other questions do you guys have? That was really good. I think the Marvel DC debate was a really good thing to get the blood pumping on. Okay, thank you. I'm sorry. Yeah, I don't want you to think like I was just being insensitive. I wanted to make sure I was getting your name right. Let's see, okay. I guess Tiana, live action TV shows or cartoon TV shows?
Never live action.
Not live action in a sense of an animation adapted. Yeah, like just actual people acting versus animation. What's your take?
I always prefer animation, simply because you can get more expressed that way. Whereas if you're terrible at acting, there's a disconnect from like, you know, the audience.
Mm-hmm.
So like, for instance, I know we're not talking about like remakes or anything, but you know, the Lion King remake,
Ooh.
it originally was animated, TV style. Animals, for instance, cannot emote in the way humans can. So when they do things like the Aladdin remake, that's fine, because humans can emote and bring forth, you know, storytelling to their action, whereas animals can't. So they should have left it the way that it was. Because he's the realistic lion Mufasa has no emotion. He does nothing for me. And none of them do anything for me. It was really just cringy. And I feel like people need more originality. Especially in, like, the industry, whereas it's like, you know, Hollywood or like music or anything. I feel like originality is lost because everybody's taking after trends. They're doing things that have already been done. They're taking it, they're thinking that they're taking it to another level when they're not doing anything with it that it originally did itself, is what I'm saying.
Mm-hmm.
So, now, live action stuff, as far as it's like, a story, that can be acted out and, by people and stuff like that, I feel like that's fine, but, not everything can be good.
Someone asked that I watch anime. I did. I used to. I see. Probably about to be next. Alright, I lived. I don't know how. Where are you at? Okay, I see you.
Yeah, so let's see.
But yes, I do watch anime. Not as much as I used to because it's just hard to sit through most times. Just the lack of originality and stories that are very samey and feel bloated and stretched to fit some type of a complex. It's just hard for me to sit through. Afro Samurai is a classic and it will forever be a classic. It's one of the greatest animated things I think I've seen besides like any Studio Ghibli film. They're just masters at it. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Masterpiece of each one, like the animation. Like, I can go on a tangent simply about the way that they animate water.
Oof.
For like a whole hour. I could just talk about it. Because it's so beautiful. Like, everything has life in it. Everything is loved. Everything that they do, they pour their hearts into each one. So, like, that's a whole nother conversation.
What's my favorite Netflix series currently? Dark. Dark it's cinematically just phenomenal. It's doing something different. The soundtrack is great. The acting is great. Do not watch it subbed. Do not watch it dubbed. My apologies. Watch it subbed. It's initially in German, but I'm telling you, just read. Having the voiceover, it's not terrible, but there's just something that gets taken away from the ambience of it.
Yeah, the authenticity.
So watch it in German and read the subtitles, but definitely Dark. I think if you're not watching anything right now, watch Dark. It's very creative.
My favorite Netflix series at the moment, it has to be The Umbrella Academy. I've been waiting for like the second season for a whole year. I really don't get on Netflix that often, but it's doing everything I need it to do. And I binged it in one whole day. So I really have nothing left.
The Afro Samurai game, I think I played like a demo of it once. The art style was great. It was shell shaded, so I'm weak for shell shading. Any form. I'm weak for it. I break down for it. Give me shell shading. So yeah, if it was any good though, I'm happy to hear how it goes. I might go back and play it one of these days. Do I like Prison Break? I don't think I watched it. Educate me on it. Educate me. Talk to me about it. Is it worth it? Is it worth the watch? Is it worth my time? I'd like to know. In fact, what are some shows that you guys are into? What do you guys like? What is something that you would recommend that I watch? What is something that you recommend that I play? Sometimes off stream or on, that could, be a good time. I'm getting shot with a minigun, so it's fun time. Fun time, definitely. Whoa, what's happening? No, them folks keep getting caught. What? Prison Break, I love it. What about Seven Deadly Sins on Netflix? Dishonored, I recommend. I played Dishonored. I played Dishonored. It was a good game. I was stuck. I didn't know what was going on. I'm out. I'm off. Yeah, I'm good. I'm good. I haven't watched Seven Deadly Sins. Tiana, have you seen it?
I've seen the first season. I think that's all I need. Seven Deadly Sins is annoying to me. Elizabeth, I cannot handle her. Alright, I can't sit. There's things that I can tolerate, but weak, damsel in distress characters annoy me the most. I cannot handle anything like that. So, yeah, I know there's like multiple seasons out, but I've only seen the first one. Because it was more so focused on gathering the group, and I wanted to see, the different sins and their powers and everything, and see their characters. So that was the journey. I was fine going on that journey. But the second season, it's not, the best in my opinion. Yeah, I do think Meliodas' powers are interesting. I've definitely seen leaks, so if you don't want to get spoiled, I won't say anything, but...
Ooh, new armor set.
When, things were explained. Meliodas is definitely, a character that caught my interest. Bond is my favorite, for obvious reasons. He's just a catch. But yeah, Elizabeth is definitely annoying.
Ah, man, I think I missed some of those comments. Did someone say something about, like, GTA or something? I don't...
Yeah, Grand Theft Auto is fun.
It's okay.
And then, someone asked how your day was.
My day is fine. My day is okay. Elizabeth got on my nerves. Sin City the movie, one of my faves. Zach, Vaughn's abs girl.
Bond? Yeah, Crop Top King, that's all I'm gonna say.
Am I missing something? Okay, so
17 Deadly Seven Sins.
7 deadly sins?
Yes.
Deadly 7 sins.
7 deadly sins, exactly.
Okay, go in one of these rooms. I'm trying to figure out what's happening here. There's something happening. One of the rooms. I don't think we're supposed to go in the same one.
I'm in this one. Nothing's going on.
What's happening here? I'm so confused.
Am I supposed to go back? Because I don't see anything beyond this point. So maybe we're supposed to go somewhere else.
It seems like these rooms lead somewhere, though. Should I put on this armor? Or...
I mean, I was looking at it, but because I've upgraded mine so much, there's no difference in stats. Just like elemental, stuff.
So lost. Okay. Let's see if I can mess with these again. No? Okay, it's fine. I'm so confused here.
Was the end point just the armor?
I don't know. Sending you an air hug. Thank you. I accepted your air hug. I will return you.
To an extent you can customize your character's appearance, but they're all presets, which is disgusting. Um, as I say in a lot of things, if you're going to do something, do it all hands on, like go all out. So if you're gonna do character creations, you better give us sliders. You better give us like a variety of things to choose from. Yes, I'm into K-pop.
K-pop is good. K-pop is good. I like K-pop.
K-pop is good. The fans, however, which I've learned, it's all kinds of fandoms, anime included. Toxic. They think they're entitled. But yes, I really do like K-pop. My favorite group is Day6. Yes, BTS is amazing. They're one of the reasons why I got into it before they debuted in America. So like in 2015 is when I discovered them. But Day6, and don't come for me, I think Day6 is better than BTS just because I like the authenticity of their sound. They are a band, they play instruments, so none of that digital stuff. So all of their sound is composed and everything by themselves. So that's why I like them more. But yeah.
On the character creating stick, I love character creation. I get way too deep into it, and mainly because I'm trying to make myself look like me. I mean, there's not a lot of me's out here, so when I have the opportunity to create myself, I go really hard at it. And when I can't do that, I feel extremely disappointed. So yeah, if you're not going to let us create our monstrosities, or make us the best that we can be, then I say don't do it at all.
And that's the reason why I like Sims so much, because I feel like they're the kings of like sitting at the top of character customization, just because it's all literally based, the game is just based around the limited amount of like things that you can do.
Yeah.
Individualizing the game. It's literally the god.
What some people do with their power, and I'm talking about the people that put peoples in pools and take away the ladders. All of you are awful people. I'm a part of that group, though. I'm sorry.
There was a mod where you could put babies on the grill. That was fun.
Oof. Let's see. Any upcoming rapping events? Yeah, I'm doing something else with LeBonner this Saturday. I'll keep you guys posted with all that information. I can't say too much about it right here. Best horror movies, go. Candyman.
Best horror movie for me, I don't have a favorite actually.
Where's he going? But yeah, Candyman for me, most definitely. Just the original. The other two, the second one is okay, the third one is trash, but the first Candyman is literally poetic. It is sad, it is powerful, it's terrifying, and I love it forever, forever, and always.
He has opened my eyes to how beautiful the story of Candyman is. It is a lovely tragedy, and honestly, I just have to agree with him, because I don't think I have an opinion on horror movies. It's more like satire to me, just because I am secretly a psychopath, so I like watching people get dismembered, or like, get dead.
Not get dead.
Just because all of the decisions that they make no sense. Because we all know, if we were in a horror movie, we would survive, or the story would even progress. The movie would be over as soon as it started.
I agree. But a lot of movies rely on a trope that everybody is an idiot. So in order for a movie to happen, everyone just has to be an idiot for it to progress.
Which makes me talk to I can't watch movies with other people, because I would just be commenting on the fact that it's, terrible.
I have seen Tales from the Hood too. It's terrible.
Yeah, it's really bad.
It's terrible, dude. It's awful. The original was decent at best, but I don't know. Tales from the Hood is just... I love supporting my people, man, but when you make bad content, it's bad content. I don't care how you spin it. With creating characters of myself, I find it difficult because it's hard to put a mirror image into a profession, not trying to make it sound funny. Well, it's difficult too sometimes for me to make a character that looks exactly like me, all things considered. I mean, I'm pale, I have white hair, and sometimes games don't offer that amount of flexibility into their character creator, and plus I have a very specific face. My face is square, but not square to the point where I look like a Minecraft character, so being able to flex that and really tweak myself is very important to me. I spent a long time hating myself and not appreciating myself, and so when I get to individualize myself and really show my character, and not just in video games but in life, I'm proud. I'm happy that I can do that. And when I can't do that, when I can't be myself, I don't want to be a part of whatever that is. She's down, and she's down way over there, so I'm just gonna let her stay down because I think she's away from the mic. Got a point. Some movies are good and some are awful. Yeah. At this point it's essentially like movies are just copying, pasting things. Movies are a lot like music in that regard, where everyone is taking the simple route. Everyone's making the same film if they can, same cinematography, same direction, nothing inherently different about it, and that's painful to see as someone that's in love with cinema. I'm trying to get more adjusted into the culture. I'm learning, I'm teaching myself, and I'm trying to figure out what makes a movie great to me, what makes a movie great to you, and why we've become so invested into this medium of cinema. So movies are bad in that regard, and they've lost their personality, their individuality, and they've lost so much creativity. It's so easy to put $1 million behind something and push it out, and it get washed away in the wind. So when something is powerful, something is creative, and there's so much heart in it, I have to get behind it, always. Come and see what are you talking about? I found with character creation, it's when the option of weight is in effect, like when you make a character and you have to choose your weight. I feel like all games, again, could just, if you have character creation, sliders are important. Please make it flexible, because in this day and age, there are so many different people, so many different kinds of people, so many flexibility, so many ways of lifestyle, and I feel like video games are a form of escape. So if you're going to put a character creator inside of the game, please allow it to be as flexible as possible. Please allow us to make our skin pale, our hair white. Please allow us to adjust our weight, choose our sex, or if we choose to be non-binary, please allow us to do said thing. If we would like our pronouns to be they, them instead of he, she, then allow us to do that somehow. But that's a lot of work. This is such a new thing, and I can't expect everyone to be a part of that movement. Not saying that they aren't, but it's just hard to patch everything, to get everything into the game, to get every single thing. I can just see that taking a lot of man hours to get every single thing right. But I think we're heading in the right direction. If Cyberpunk 2077 is anything to go by, customizing things has improved tremendously, and I think that more games are going to follow in its example. For me, it triggers me from high school days being bullied by my high school teachers. Man, really? You would think teachers are supposed to, you know, protect their students, not... That's really sad to hear. I hate to hear that. But you're over it, you're confident, and you're powerful now for it. So I'm thankful that you grew past that and you managed to find a lifestyle where you're comfortable and your individuality is always being shown. So congratulations that you've made it this far. Best horror, and it isn't even a horror? Explain? Elaborate, please? I'd appreciate that. That way I can, if that is a question, it has a period, so it looks more like a statement. So answer that if you can. It's a movie about the Holocaust. What makes it horror is the camera angles, the fact it happened, but more importantly, the soundtrack. Horror movies do have to have a certain soundtrack, yeah. Much love. Eliza. I'm sorry, I always butcher your name, and I apologize, so please put it down there as like how it should be enunciated. But if you're leaving, thank you for being a part of the stream. I really appreciate you coming out. Please come back next Thursday or Tuesday. I'm always going to stream on Thursday. If I don't stream on Tuesday, I'm always going to stream on Thursday. I'll always stream on Thursday. It's become like a little fun thing to connect myself to you guys, so I love it. There was a question above that I missed, and I feel bad for missing it. It's called Come and See. Oh. So, okay, I get it. So the movie is called Come and See. I get it now. Thank you. What's up, man? It's Chris. What's going on, Chris? How you doing? You good? Everything's well? I hope so. How are you handling this pandemic and all this quarantine stuff? I am down. But yeah, how are you handling this stuff, man? It's getting serious out here. You should do a live stream on Instagram, in stream with some of your fans, like me, for example. Yeah, definitely. That's in the works. I want to do it where we're comfortable, where you guys can ask as many questions as you like, and more importantly, where I can see it. Dude, I have a terrible time trying to end live streams. Like, that's why I really wanted to do this on a PlayStation, because one, I can read everyone's comment, I can keep playing, and I can actually end the stream. I'm terrible. I feel old, and technology, man. I don't know. Maybe it is the age, but I feel old half the time. So that's why I haven't streamed on like Instagram or anything yet. But yes, it's coming, definitely. Just chilling. I love the EP. Thank you. Anyone that's listened to the EP, I appreciate you for doing so. I love to know your thoughts and what tracks appeal to you, and if you have any questions about the EP. Thank you, my man Chris. I appreciate that, man. Seriously. Okay, yeah, I just went in a huge circle. Yep. Okay. Whoa. EP being the album. So,
I'm down.
EP being the mental interlude EP. So if you guys have any questions about the mental interlude, about songs on the mental interlude, and so on and so forth, let me go slide into cover real quick. If you have any questions about that, ask away. How songs were made, concepts behind songs, what do they actually mean, so on and so forth. I'm happy to answer. Or let me know what's your favorite song and why, and yeah, and why it's your favorite song. Why does it connect to you? Why is it important to you? And what does this album mean to you? Okay,
Some of these room designs are pretty.
They really are. I'm sorry, did I miss one of your comments, guys? If I did, I apologize. Sometimes you guys comment so fast, they just get to sliding up.
Number one song, Pure.
It's definitely the most powerful song on the entirety of the EP. It's one of my favorites as well, and I feel like it's the most complete song. I really adore Pure. What's my favorite song on the EP? Pure. Easy.
My favorite song on the album is actually, I mean, Pure, I feel like is a cop-out. It needs to be held in its own category. I like G-Train and The Void.
I'm pretty sure you meant it's G-Train and Sweet for me, Zach. So yeah, why G-Train and Sweet? Why those? I actually cried on the song of Pure. I did too. Fun fact. My mom cried when she first heard it. I wrote it for her. We need to do a fan game stream. Yes, we should. I'm gonna do a poll or something on Facebook or Instagram where I ask you guys what games do you have on PlayStation, and if it's something that we can play together, we could all play, and I'll live stream it, and we could just have a blast. People can jump in and out. We'll do like a set timer and so on and so forth. That way, I'll get a chance to play with everyone within like that hour or so. Pure is beautiful. Thank you so much. I tried my best to make it as honest and as complete as I could. It was a very personal song to create, and it meant a lot to me to get right. I am down, and I died so fast. Oh, you're down. No.
What happened?
Oh boy. I told you, if you can figure out what my PSN name is, I'll add you. Easy.
Feel free to join. Give me a second before you go in there.
Okay.
Okay. Oh, that monster scared you? This is actually the first boss that I can say that I love the design.
He's a serious guy. Yeah, he's a serious boy. He's a big boy.
Wow, it's actually using big hit.
Right. I gotta read that comment though. The G-Train is the embodiment of trap metal and Sweet. Rocking with for a long time, but it's a sense of peace when I bump it. Really? You get peace from Sweet? That's interesting. When I was creating Sweet, when I created it a long time ago, and even when I was going into recording it, I wanted it to feel panicked, and in a sense of there's this level of uncertainty to it all. And that it felt like I was panicked, that it felt like I was asking questions, there's another song that it's gonna serve as like another kind of feeling like that, but that was like the goal I wanted for Sweet. And I think after we beat this boss, we're gonna end. It's like 7:20, and so I've been going for like a minute, and I don't want to. Oops, that's you. I don't want to keep you guys here. Now, if you guys are enjoying yourselves and you want me to keep streaming, I definitely will. I'm not gonna. I can't leave you guys hanging. So if you're enjoying yourself, but if not, I'll let you guys get back to your day. Rose Gold is my favorite. It's I love Rose Gold too. I feel like it's actually underappreciated because it was such a fun song. I wrote that song in like 5 minutes. I'm gonna keep it a bean. I wrote that song in 5 whole minutes. And it took a second to set in how quick I wrote it. And I recorded it. I want to say I recorded that thing the next day. Yeah, I want to say I recorded that joint like the next day. I thought I saw another comment come up. Well, I'm maxed out for the most part. I have 20 in endurance, 20 in vigor, 20 in inner knowledge, and 20 in spirit. So now, I guess, what else am I gonna put my points into?
Why did I get down here? I gotta find a way back up there.
Let's do some reload speed. I'm enjoying the convo and getting to know you two, but I'm gonna go. Stay safe. Got you. Well, thank you for joining. I appreciate you being here. It means a lot that you even came and that you stayed for as long as you did. You really didn't have to stay, but you did, and you did listen to this conversation. So thank you. I hope to see you next Thursday or Tuesday. Always gonna stream Thursday though, forever. So I don't know about forever. That was probably a big word, but yes, always gonna stream on Thursdays. I'm gonna try and throw Tuesdays in there too, if that's what you guys want, but most definitely on Thursdays. Rose Gold is the junt, bumping it in the Tesla. I appreciate that. Hey, the 808 sound good in the car, man. They sound heavy. I have no choice but to stay. You're my inspiration. Aw, dude. That's amazing. I don't know how to respond to that, because that's so wholesome and pure. I'm going to bed, got work tomorrow later. Thank you for being a part of this, Queen Thickness. I appreciate you. I appreciate you being here. Right, best username. I appreciate you being here. Thank you so much. See you tomorrow.
Alright, 6 people left, so are we ending the stream here or are we continuing?
Good question. I never thought I'd like someone saying thickness so much. Let fell out. Bye bye. See you later. Bye. Be safe. Rose Gold is the it too. Yes, most deaf. I appreciate that, Zach. You actually could have been on Rose Gold, but I don't know if you would have finished your verse in time. Yeah, man, I kind of just called you out, man. I'm just saying. You could have been on it, Junt. If, you could finish your verse. I think you would have been a great addition to Rose Gold. I think the people would have appreciated hearing your voice on it. Oh, okay, you did the thing. Okay, you did a thing. Okay, you did another thing. Okay, there are things happening.
Yeah.
I am now assistant manager at my job now.
Let me add these trip points. Okay.
Well, that's beautiful. I'm glad you got promoted. It's always great to hear good news like that, so keep going, man. Keep striving in the free world. Or at least they want you to think it's free. It's a big step for me being there for close to 5 months now. That's great. Here it's 2:30 of night. I have to go. I really respect you, man, and I love what you do. And the message I don't know how to finish the... Well, I think I get what you're trying to say, and I appreciate you being here. Thank you for staying so long. If it's 2:30 a.m. wherever you are, that's great that you even hopped on the stream. So thank you so much for being here. I appreciate you so very much, and it means the world to me that you think my message is worth listening to in the first place. Thank you for giving me your time and your effort. Be safe. Have a good night. Are you in a cutscene right now?
Watching, you.
Oh, so you're watching me.
Yeah, I didn't go anywhere, so it's not me.
What? That's crazy. Well, I feel like after this cutscene goes off, I think this is a good point to end the game on. This guy looks serious. Whoa. I'm looking for a man named Ford. My mom says, hey. Hi, Mom. How you doing? How you doing, Mom? Yeah, this is serious. So before we do whatever this is, we're definitely going to end the stream and save this for next Tuesday or next Thursday, guys. And plus, it's 7:30, so I think we did good time. I think we did a good time. I think that's an hour and 30 we streamed. So I'm glad that you all came out. Thank you for the remaining people here. Aw, I love you guys too.
Everybody loves you.
Not everybody. Not everybody. But yeah, guys, we're going to end here. This seems like it's getting serious, so I'm going to opt out. Thank you guys for being a part of the stream. We'll be streaming next Thursday. I'll do a poll online somewhere and ask if you guys want me to stream on Tuesday. If so, let me know. And maybe we'll do some different games. Maybe we'll try playing with everyone. There's a game called Fall Guys on the PlayStation, so maybe we could try it there. Who knows?
Yeah,
or
we should do a poll.
Yeah.
Like what kind of game we do next? We could do Neo.
We could do Neo. Also, that's online too. So if anyone has Neo, we could like try that. This is also online, but we could only have like one person. So maybe that would be great if whoever has Remnant, we could do like one dungeon with someone and then they leave, and then we can do another dungeon with someone else and then they leave, and then yeah, that's possible. But thank you guys so much for being here. I appreciate you guys so very much. Me and Tiana both love you guys very much, and we'll see you guys next Thursday. So be safe.
Next time.
Later.